Hello and welcome to Eagle Angle, a student-produced newscast live from the campus of Oklahoma Christian. I'm Spencer Plato.
And I'm Trinity Carpenter. On March 7th, Michael O'Keefe was terminated after teaching art and design at Oklahoma Christian University for 41 years. Controversy regarding the firing began with a Facebook post from Michael O'Keefe's wife, Lori Osley, accusing the university of terminating her husband for hosting a former alum who visited with the students about how he overcame a personal challenge. She stated he was one of several speakers brought in. However, he was gay. The post sparked much outrage within the Oklahoma Christian community. On March 16, 2022, O'Keefe's lawyer Kevin Jacobs released a statement to News 9 allowing for the university to respond to the allegations. Spencer Plato has more.
In an email sent out to faculty and staff, Stephen Neck, the university's chief legal counsel, attempted to provide further clarification on O'Keefe's termination. It reads, "The employment termination process was prompted by multiple complaints from eyewitnesses." The email goes on stating that the speaker made remarks to the class about exposing his genitals at a young age and leading others to participate in an inappropriate game. Jacobs has since condemned this email, stating, "We were made aware of Mr. X's statement and believe it to be factually incorrect. It misquotes both my clients and the guest speaker and puts them in a defamatory and false light." Many are left wondering what exactly happened in Michael O'Keefe's class that day. Trinity Carpenter and I conducted our own investigation by meeting with various students who attended the class.
We had our lecture for the first half, and then the second half he had us all move our chairs around when the speaker came in, and so that way we were all facing him and being respectful as you do when there's a speaker.
The speaker was talking about how when he was younger he was invited to a birthday party where they slept outside in tents, and there were like different niche tents basically. There was the cool kid tent, and he was not a part of the cool kid tent, is what he was talking about. And he talked about how at one point he was invited into the cool kid tent. They wanted to play Truth or Dare, and he talked about how, you know, as boys do, everything kind of just became very like kind of gross.
He went through the whole game picking truth, as a lot of people who don't maybe not care for the game will do, because truth is easier, until they pressured him into saying dare.
It was Truth or Dare that just kind of fell into like a grosser version of just truth or like show your genitals. I don't think I really understand why he brought up that topic. It felt very personal, and it didn't feel like it backed up a lot of what he was talking about at that time. The speaker did specify words that were going to be inappropriate in his script, and he tried to explain some of it beforehand.
We've had many guest speakers come in before, and he always mentions the fact that if we ever do feel uncomfortable, you are able to leave the class.
Following the speaker's presentation, students were informed of their professor's termination in a meeting with Oklahoma Christian's Chief Academic Officer, the Associate Dean for the College of Liberal Arts, and the Program Chair for Art and Design.
It was all kept very vague. They answered our questions as much as they could.
Why he was fired, I can't really say, because there might be more than I know. There might be an argument with a student outside of class. I do not know that. But from what I do know is that something as small as this, saying if someone is offended by the speaker being gay, or possibly his profound things that he said during the presentation, I do not feel like it should go to a certain extent where he should be fired for it.
After they went through that stuff, they went on with how the class was going to move forward so we can continue doing our assignments and finish the course and not be set too far behind.
In an interview with Amy Beecham, who is the program chair for Art and Design, discussed what plans the university has in place to ensure the success of the students despite their challenges for the remainder of the semester.
We immediately had to start working on how are we going to fill those spots. So we reached out to some of the alumni, and some of the alumni also reached out to us and said, how can we help? We want to be able to help however we can. So we have gotten Tim Watson, who is a former adjunct of us. He is a senior designer for YouVersion, which is of Life Church. So he's going to take the business of branding class.
He's right now a little bit under the pressure due to the fact that our previous professor has left, and now he's in a position of where can I fill in.
And he started the class off saying he wanted to start it off right, and he started us with prayer. And that was just kind of like, that was really like just confident instilling in me. Like just because of the way he was approaching it like, I want this to go well. I want to start things off right. Like, I want to put my best foot forward.
Eagle Angle will keep you updated on any further developments in the story. I'm Spencer Plato, reporting for Eagle Angle.
During our investigation, Eagle Angle did reach out to Oklahoma Christian's chief legal counsel, Stephen Eck, to determine how the university defines misconduct, and he replied, while there is still open discussion of a potential lawsuit, it would be inappropriate for the OC administration to discuss this matter publicly. We reached out to representatives of O'Keefe to comment on this story. They eventually stopped responding. Eagle Angle will continue to look out for further developments in the story.